Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G's EGTV. You already know what's going on. What's going on? We got some transfer stories for you guys today. There's a bunch of stuff going on right now, and there's a lot of things that I need to touch upon. I'm going to get on to all that juicy stuff, all that transfer news, all that thing, everything you need to know about. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it today. And you know what? We're going to talk a little about Umtiti. Apparently, Umtiti is being spoken about today. Mesut Ozil is back in the news. You guys know what Mikel Arteta thinks about Mesut Ozil. We're going to speak about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Apparently, before he signed the ting, there was a little somebody in his ear that made him sign the ting. We're going to talk about Manchester United, the fact that they signed a certain player, and Ian Wright, club legend, thinks Arsenal should have signed him, and that it made no sense that he went to a club like Manchester United when he could have gone to Arsenal, who he would probably be better suited to. That's coming soon. Also, we're going to be talking about the World Cup winner Cafu and how he thinks Arsenal could win the Premier League in a couple seasons. These are more things to come just now, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to Frank Lampard, he seems to have a problem. A lot of his players want to leave, and guess what? Some of them want to come to Arsenal. So Frank Lampard, you got to hold on to your players, because today we're hearing Jorginho wants to come to Arsenal, and Arsenal are interested in Jorginho. In addition to a certain guy that everyone was raving about a couple years ago, Bayern Munich wanted him, Callum Hudson-Odoi. And could this be on the cards? We'll get into it. We'll get into all that stuff right now. But let's get started with the lead story. Ladies and gentlemen, the lead story today is about none other than Jorginho and the fact that Jorginho could be moving to Arsenal. What would you guys want? Do you guys want Jorginho? Do you think this is a good move for the club? Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking right now, because I want to know, what do you guys think about Jorginho? Would this make sense in your mind? Would this make sense as an alternative signing? Premier League proven, hasn't performed as well as we've wanted him to perform. Hasn't performed as well as Chelsea wanted him to perform, but Arsenal are interested in the shock move for Jorginho. As Mikel Arteta aims to improve his midfield and reinforce the Gunners, he continues to be in talks with none other than Houssem Aouar. You guys know we've been after Houssem Aouar for a while. Houssem Aouar, and also in hopes to sign none other than Thomas Partey. But today they're talking about Jorginho being the guy that the club could be signing. And you know what? I have mixed opinions on this, because Jorginho, in my opinion, he is not... I don't know, man. I don't really like that pick. I feel like this is not a good thing for the club. We should not be going to Chelsea to sign all their players. We should try to get players that we've been targets for a while. We shouldn't go for our second targets. We should go for our first targets. And these two are our first targets. But you know what? Let's get that writing on the board right now. So apparently Sky Sports was saying that Sky Sports was talking about this. This was on Sky Sports, right, boys and girls? Sky Sports said that this deal for Jorginho is on the cards, and Arsenal are heavily interested in Jorginho. The exact words are that Arsenal are Arsenal are trying to improve their midfield, and Arsenal are now interested in Jorginho from Chelsea. Mikel Arteta was the assistant manager of Pep Guardiola at Man City when they almost signed him from Napoli in July of 2018. And Jorginho has now started the 2 games for Chelsea in the Premier League. And you know what? Arsenal are now interested in their man. And in my opinion, it makes no sense, boys and girls. Why would we sign Jorginho? You guys tell me what you guys think. Do you guys want Jorginho at the club? Do you think he would be a good signing? And right now, before we move on to the next topic, I need you guys to subscribe to EGTV. If you can subscribe to EGTV right now, it'd be really important. I'd really appreciate it. Check it out. Subscribe to the channel and do that nice stuff for me. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. Once I get to 500 subs, I'll be giving a lucky winner an Arsenal kit. So come on, boys and girls, let's do that. Let's do that. Subscribe. Click that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. But now, let's go on to the next story. The next story is Balogun. So what they're talking about with Balogun is that he could possibly be headed to Brighton. After Sheffield United links, now they're speaking about him possibly going to Brighton. So what do you guys think about the fact that we could lose another youngster to for not much. We will, if we sell him to Brighton. He's been linked to Sheffield United. He's been linked to other clubs within the English league table. And you know what? Could this be another mistake? Could this be another Jeffrey Adley and another Gnabry situation? Because he is touted as this young super player. In the under 18s, he bagged 25 goals. In the under 23s, he bagged 19 goals. In the under 20s, he didn't even play. He just went straight from the 18s up to the 23s, just like that, skipping the middle right away. And you know what? This kid, they're saying he could be a super player. He could be a superstar for a team like Sheffield United. And Sheffield United are heavily linked to him, in addition to other clubs being linked to him, like Brighton, like even Palace. I've heard links from teams in League One. I mean, teams in Championship, not League One. League One, he's way above that level. And there's even talks about teams in Germany. You know, the Germans, they're always looking for that young, up-and-coming players. So, yeah, Balogun is one of those stories. And we're going to get on to him, and we're going to look at his statistics. If you check out my last video, I've already looked at his statistics, and I've already spoken about him highly. And you know what? This kid, he's a baller. And you know what? Arsenal, you guys could be missing a trick if you don't keep him. That's just me. But hey, you guys tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Would it be a mistake selling the young baller? Now, Ian Wright let's get to Ian Wright. Ian Wright was talking about Arsenal, and he's saying Arsenal need to improve their midfield. So why didn't they go and sign a Donny van de Beek to improve their midfield? He's saying Manchester United went and signed Donny van de Beek, but in his mind, Ian Wright was thinking, why wouldn't Arsenal go and try to sign Donny van de Beek? He thinks we should have went out for him. He thinks we should have tried to sign him. He thinks we should have put out more money than Manchester United and tried to get his services, because in his mind, Donny van de Beek is that missing piece to the Arsenal midfield, and he thinks that he would be better suited in an Arsenal midfield than he would be suited in a Manchester United midfield. And this is what he said about Donny van de Beek on one of those sports channels that Ian Wright is on. And the club legend, when he speaks, certain people listen. So this was talked about heavily over the past couple of days. And Ian Wright, you know what? I agree with you. I think you're right. No pun intended. That we should have definitely looked at Donny van de Beek. And I wanted him. I think of him as one of those deep line goal scorers who just comes in and like a Frank Lampard or even like a Steven Gerrard type player who has an eye for the goal. And he's a good midfielder. And we should have tried to get his services at the Emirates. I don't know why we didn't let him go to Manchester United. We should have got him. He was a cheap price. They didn't pay too much money for him. And you know what? It's another one that we miss out on. But you know what? Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. And Ian Wright, club legend, I kind of agree with you. But yeah, now moving on to the next story. We got this guy again, Samuel Umtiti. So the story is Samuel Umtiti, his services at Barcelona have been finished, and Barcelona are trying to get rid of him. And the two clubs that are touted apparently that could sign him, which it makes no sense why we would sign him, but apparently Arsenal and Manchester United are the two clubs that are interested in signing Mikel. Why did I say Mikel? I mean Samuel Umtiti. So Samuel Umtiti, this came out of the Spanish outlet called Marca, and they were talking about Samuel Umtiti possibly coming to Arsenal or Manchester United. Do you guys think there's legs to this story? Do you guys think this could actually happen? Do you see this ever happening? Because I think the days for Samuel Umtiti have passed. He's not even the French number one anymore, in my opinion. You have Laporte ahead of him. You have Longley ahead of him. You also have Varane ahead of him. You got guys like Upamecano coming up. Why on earth would we go after Samuel Umtiti? He's an injury-prone player. Yes, he's been at the club and he's been battling his strength, but he is a good defender. He has been a good defender. He won a World Cup. He's won the La Liga several times. He's won everything you can win in Spain with Barcelona. But why would Arsenal go and sign him? To me, it makes no sense. I don't think we're going to do it. I genuinely don't believe this story. But you know what? I'm here to give you guys the news. I'm here to tell you guys about that Arsenal transfer stories and everything that we hear about in the Arsenal transfer world. So yeah, next story. We're going to talk about Pierre, the man. Pierre, the man. Pierre, the goal scorer. Pierre, our captain. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And you guys know what he was saying. He signed the ting. He already did that. He did what we had to ask him to do. He signed that ting. And you know what? He's a happy man. And if you guys haven't already seen the video, let me drop that little video right now.
Arsenal fans, Finally, as you know, I've just signed the thing.
Yeah, he signed that thing, and before he signed that thing, he actually said there was a reason why he signed the thing. He not only did he want to become a club legend, but he said there was a certain man who was in his ear that made him actually not leave the club. He considered leaving the club before he signed the thing, but one man named Mikel Arteta changed his mind and made him realize that his services at the Emirates would be more valuable for himself, for the club, for his family, for everybody and every party. It was a match made in heaven. Arsenal wanted Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to stay. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang wanted to stay. He got paid. He signed the thing. And you know what? Mikel Arteta had a big part in changing his mind. Not only because he's the highest paid player in the Premier League, yes. Not only because he's the captain, but Mikel Arteta, he sees a plan with Mikel Arteta. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang said Mikel Arteta was an integral part in keeping him at the Emirates and keeping his services with the Gunners. And you know what? That kind of stuff is the kind of stuff I'm here for. And I love to hear it. You know why? Because I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. But let's be honest, guys. Mikel Arteta was probably a crucial part in changing his mind. We've seen Granit Xhaka change his mind. We've seen other people change their mind. We've seen guys change their mind the moment Mikel Arteta came in. He's been doing this, and he's been getting the best out of the players that he has to his disposal. And you know what? That is a great thing to see, and that's what good managers do. So big up to Mikel Arteta for getting this deal done. Big up to him. And you know what? I'm happy. Now, time for the next story. Mikel Arteta could go after another Chelsea player. He's rumored to go after Callum Hudson-Odoi. And you know what? Frank Lampard has himself a problem because a lot of his players are leaving. First, it was Willian who left. First, it was David Luiz who left. Then it's Willian who left. Now Jorginho is being linked to leave. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is being linked to leave. And they're all being linked to leave to come to Arsenal. Arsenal are being touted to get Callum Hudson-Odoi. Arsenal are being touted to get Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Arsenal are being touted to get even Jorginho. And all these Chelsea players are trying to switch from the blue side of London to the red side of London for a reason. They are trying to see if they can get into a team where they can be utilized, and they know that Arsenal's squad depth is not the best. And they know Chelsea's squad depth is really good. And Chelsea, with the strengthening that they've made, they can see that they're going to struggle to get into that Chelsea team. So Callum Hudson-Odoi, in my opinion, would be an upgrade on a Reiss Nelson. And you know what? I think Arteta sees that Reiss Nelson could be on his way on a loan, and he thinks that getting a Callum Hudson-Odoi could improve that team. And we also have been linked to other wingers, such as a Wilfried Zaha and all sorts of wingers. And you know what? It makes sense that Edu and the guys want to sign more players and they want to get more deals done. They don't just want to sign a young goalkeeper. They want more deals done, more work done, more everything. And you know what? I'm here for it. And if they can get the next transfer done, it's going to be a good window. So the next transfer we're going to talk about is Lucas Torreira could be an integral part. He could be the key to unlock the Thomas Partey deal. Apparently, Lucas Torreira has already agreed personal terms with Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. They're saying Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid have now agreed personal terms with none other than Lucas Torreira. And with Lucas Torreira agreeing personal terms with Diego Simeone and his men, you know what? This deal could happen, in boys and girls. Lucas Torreira could be an Atletico Madrid player come October 7th. And you know what? With that happening, you know what's going to happen next? The chips are just going to fall. And next thing you know, you're going to see my man Partey rolling up in an Arsenal kit. And that right there is a beauty, in my opinion. If this happens, I'm going to fall over heels with this guy. I love this guy already. He's the guy we've been missing. He's the midfielder that we needed for so long. And you know what? If Arsenal can get him over the line and possibly even do a madness and get Houssem Aouar over the line, woo-wee! I don't see that happening. But if it does happen, it would be a beauty to see. And I would love it. But yeah, that's that story, guys and girls. Now, in other news, we still trying to get rid of Kolasinac, but nothing's happened yet with Kolasinac. We're still trying to get rid of him. We're still trying to get rid of some of the deadwood in the club with Kolasinac. We're trying to get rid of Mustafi. Nothing's happening with him. Rob Holding looks like he's going to be staying at the club. Looks like he's not going anywhere. We've already got rid of Martinez, and we are still trying to get rid of Callum Chambers, and Socrates looks like he will be leaving the club to Napoli the moment that the Koulibaly deal to Manchester City happens. So that is some of the ins and the outs. We are not done. We're not done. There's still another story that I need to tell you guys about. Cafu spoke about Arsenal today. And if you guys don't know who Cafu is, let me tell you a little bit about Cafu. Cafu is a player who played for Roma and AC Milan. He's a Brazilian international who won 2 World Cups, 2 Copa Americas, and a FIFA Confederations Cup. This man was an amazing player, a leader, a captain. He did everything for his club, and he was absolutely spot on every single time he played. You could not say a bad thing about Cafu. Cafu was the original right back. He was the man who did everything. He did not score and assist the amount of goals that right backs score in today's game, but this man was ahead of his time. And this man said something amazing to hear. Arsenal fans, open your ears, because when Cafu speaks, we listen. When Cafu said today that he thinks the Arsenal players, the Brazilian Arsenal players who joined Arsenal, like a Gabriel, like a Willian, he thinks they came with the plan to win the league for Arsenal, and he thinks they can do it. And he thinks that Arsenal could be back to the top of the echelon with the Brazilian signings that we've made and the Brazilian boys that have come into this team. He thinks Arsenal are the guys to make Arteta's the guy to do it, and he thinks that Arsenal can go back to the top. And Cafu, the Brazilian legend, says the signing of Willian and Gabriel joining the club was the reason, and their number one goal will be to win that Premier League title. And you know what? I'm here for it, and I love to hear it. That's the kind of stuff we want to hear as fans, and that's why this man Cafu, when he speaks, we listen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So yes. Now, what else did I have on the board? There's a little issue that we have to discuss. There's a man who's at the club there's a man that's at the club that we have to discuss, right? And his name is Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil. The man that we used to celebrate when he got signed to the club. We enjoyed it. We were so happy. We loved the fact that this man signed to our club. But now the hero has become the villain. He no longer is in Arteta's plans. He's no longer in Arteta's teams. He is no longer being picked for even League Cup games versus Leicester. Last night, Mikel Arteta was asked clearly why was Ozil not in the team. And you know what he did? He said nothing. He refused to answer the question. Ozil is not part of Arteta's plans. Ozil is a player who's finding it difficult to get into the first team at the age of 31. The German international is no longer a first choice option. And in my opinion, he needs to find his way out of the club. We need to find a way to get rid of him. And you know what? We just need to get him out, because at this point, he's almost more of a problem than he is a help. And in my opinion, my boy, Mesut Ozil, you got to go, bro. You got to go. Hit the road, bro. Unfortunately, the time has come. Mesut Ozil, you got to leave. And you know what? We've carried you for so long. You've carried us for so long. You've done good for the club at times. You helped us win 3 FA Cups. You know what I mean? 4 now, actually. But hey, what can I say? I'm just over with him. I'm over it with him. But yo, guys, you guys already know. Subscribe to the thing. Do that. Subscribe to that. Hit that subscribe button right now if you're still here, because I respect everybody who watches my stuff, and big up to you guys. I do this for you. I do this for the Mendom. I do this for the Arsenal fandom. I do this for everybody. But yeah, nothing helps me more than if you guys just hit that subscribe button. The link is on there in Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, you already know, just hit that subscribe button. But yeah, time to get to your questions. Put your questions in the comment section, because this is the comment section time. So let's get to the thing. So yeah, the question that I asked is Jorginho to Arsenal. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to do that? Yes or no? Let me know. The first question. Thanks for the update, bro, from Nigeria. Big up to you, James. Big up to you. Honestly, if we sign Jorginho instead of Aouar or Partey, how disappointing would that be? I 100% agree. You don't know. That is so underwhelming. It's like going to Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, but it's like getting a gift for your birthday, and you expect something nice, but you end up getting pajamas. Like, who wants pajamas for a birthday gift? You want something better than that. You want a PS5 or like something better than that. A new laptop, a new phone, something actually that you'd use more often. Pajamas, come on. But yeah, it's like Jorginho, in my opinion, is like getting pajamas. right? Okay. Colossal mistake letting Balogun go. You see what? I actually agree with you. I think we should try to sign him down, and I think we should put him in the loan army. Loan him out, and let's see how much we can actually get for him. Because if he plays regular football for a team in the championship, we would probably get a lot more money for him, right? We need midfield. We need a midfielder, yes, but is Jorginho the midfielder that we need? I don't think so. Okay. I don't know what that means. We need to sell, man. Get money for Partey and Houssem, Aouar, and Coutinho. Woo! We haven't spoken about Coutinho in a while, but you know what? Coutinho is still being linked to Arsenal, even though the new Barcelona manager wants Coutinho a part of his plans. He has been linked to Arsenal heavily. Come on, Gnabry. I don't know if he could become a Gnabry, but it's just, could Arsenal be making a similar mistake? That's what I'm saying, Skills. We need an attacking midfielder. Yes, we do. We really need Partey, Houssem, Aouar, and Coutinho. All three of them? That's very ambitious, my friend. That's very ambitious. Very disappointing, in my opinion. Yes, getting Jorginho in would be very disappointing. I agree. Nobody had the numbers like today. But back then, which proves it is easier to score now in the games than it is. Yep, because Cafu was a legend. And for him, he didn't have that many stats. Like, his stats were not amazing compared to what you look at now. Like, compare him to a Dani Alves. Dani Alves' statistics are out of this world compared to Cafu. Cafu's stats are not that appealing by the eye. When you look at it, you'd probably think Bellerin's a better player when you just look at the stats. But when you actually watch the players, you know that Cafu was a superstar, right? Okay, now Arteta saying, what? Honky stance regarding China. What, brother? I'm not gonna get political. I don't know what you mean by that. Jorginho is dead. I agree. Jorginho is trash. Why are we trying to sign Jorginho? I don't know. We got KG in the house. I don't think there's anything that we can do to make Ozil leave besides not playing him, which is probably the reason why they're doing it. Yeah, probably. Big up, Skills. Arteta has edged his bet because he's not confident in getting... Yeah, hedging his bets. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, bro. Big up to you, bro. Yo, Kai's my boy, though. Kai's cool. But you know what? Sometimes you got to give it to the Chelsea boys. You got to let them know what it is. I like the music in the background, bro. Big up to you, Skills. And anyways, guys, I'm out of here. You already know what it is. If you haven't already subscribe to the thing, EGTV, and you know what it is. You know what? We're going to be back tomorrow with the Liverpool-Arsenal preview show. And you know what? At 9 o'clock on the Football Terrace, I'm going to be doing the Liverpool-Arsenal preview show. Also, I'll be joining in on that. So check it out. Check out the Football Terrace. Check out EGTV. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the thing. Because why are you here? If you're not subscribing, you need to support the men. Just subscribe. It's free. Well, yeah, guys, I'm out of here. You already know. I'm out.